entertain motions. Either one of you tell me. Go ahead.
Move that we accept the recommendation from the Planning Commission to approve the statutory update of the comprehensive plan, future land use maps, development regulations, and critical areas code, and approve the attached resolution.
Second. And a motion and a second. Any further comment or question on the problem? No. Okay. Oh, you did? Go for it. Your voice was getting up.
Yeah, it was. That was a lot of work for a lot of people. Listen, the irony is not lost on me that we spent the better part of 5 years and $250,000 taxpayer dollars managing our growth. We have lost Unanimously newsprint, tech mine for good, one of our sawmills, indeterminate number of small businesses, and then all of the impact related to any of those businesses, direct, indirect, implied, while at the same time blowing out a couple of prospective revenue generating projects. As a commissioner, all you ask of me is that I provide excellent services and lower your taxes. You want to raise the bar for services, but you like to pay less for them. And strangely enough, I think we can deliver on that. I think it requires one thing, and that is dense revenue generation. My budget in that regard is no different than yours. You have two options for the budget. You can cut, or you can raise revenue. Really your option. With your own home budget, with the county budget, it's no different. I am hearing from many people loud and clear, our services have been cut enough, right? You expect the potholes to be built, the roads to hold together, they're going to be plowed, permitting is going to happen in a timely fashion, and all the rest of it. And I'm hearing from the other side that our taxes are high enough. So if we're going to generate revenue, my preference would be to do it in a dense fashion so that we can maintain our rural character, right? Rather than sprawling, we have it in dense pockets, and my preference would really be exports. That if you don't want to pay for it, if we don't want to pay for it, more taxes, then we start bringing in money from other places. I think to use our rail infrastructure, that's going to be a critical piece of it. But really, in my estimation, I can't say this any more clearly, the largest hurdle to revenue generation in this county has been our lack of appropriate land use designations and zoning. Removing that hurdle sends a message that Oreille County is open for business again. I can't recommend this strongly enough, and so I absolutely support it. I thank you for your work, and for those who showed up with 11th hour concerns, I would say we're going to hold Greg to this. This is a living document. Sharpen your pencils, do your homework, make your case, bring it back this fall, and it's going to live or die based on its own merits as it goes before the Planning Commission. And we're going to do that every year for as long as I'm in this seat, and that will be the precedent that this board sets for sure. So, we'll take another swipe at it this fall, but my recommendation is absolutely a yes.
All right, comments? Further discussion?
I believe this document balances the competing interests of quality of life, sustaining the character of Oreille County, adequate environmental protection, the potential for the kind of economic growth that will allow generations that have grown here and want to move here have the means by which to support themselves and their children. And it balances all those competing forces in a way that I'm comfortable supporting.
Very good. And I would just add a couple of seconds to what Tom said about continuing this process. They say communication is difficult, but the only thing worse than communicating is not communicating. And I think that same could be said about land use and planning. It hasn't been an easy process. but I think we need to continue that process. A lot of what we're dealing with is a lack of these things being done correctly in the past, like after a year. And so I think we need to continue this process and keep at it on a timely fashion going forward. As messy as it could be, and as difficult as that could be, the only alternative is worse. And so I very much agree with what Dawn said as far as going forward. I think this is a step in the right direction. And I think it's very much an improvement and addressing some of the failings that were in the comp plan. And I think you did a good job, Craig, of articulating those. I'm in agreement very much with the planning commission and our department on those failings that need to be corrected. So looking forward to it. So we have a motion and a second.
So Jeremy, I request a hand vote, so I could remember it.
I don't think we've done a hand vote, so you might need to educate me.
Instead of I, a raise of hands.
All in favor, raise your hand. Yes.